Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, all the students. In our today's lecture of pragmatic, we are going to discuss MCQs of Unit 4, Gracian pragmatics, cooperation, maxims, and implicatures. Who introduced the cooperative principle? H.P. Grice. The cooperative principle mainly explains how people communicate effectively in conversation. According to Grice, people normally try to make their conversation useful and understandable. How many conversational maxims did Grice propose? Very important MCQs ये है, तो that is 4. Which of the following is not one of Grice maxim? Politeness जो है ये Grice का जो maxim है उसमें शामिल नहीं है. The maxim of quantity is mainly concerned with amount. Quantity जो है ना वो amount होती है कि कोई चीज़ कितनी है, amount of information. According to maxim of quantity, a speaker should give enough information for the purpose of conversation. The maxim of quality requires the speaker to be truthful. A speaker who gives information without evidence, एक speaker जो किसी evidence के बगैर information दे, may be failing to observe the maxim of quality. The maxim of relation requires a speaker to be relevant. The maxim of manner is mainly concerned with clarity and orderly expression. Which of the following best represents the maxim of manner? Speak clearly and avoid unnecessary confusion. What is an implicature? An additional meaning understood from what is said. An implicature is usually indirectly understood. Which type of implicature is especially associated with Grice conversational theory? Conversational implicature. Understanding implicature often requires knowledge of context. If a student asks, "Are you coming to the party?" and the friend says, "I have an exam tomorrow," the likely implied meaning is the friend will probably not come. When a speaker deliberately and openly fails to follow a maxim in order to create an additional meaning, this is called flouting. Flouting a maxim is often used to create humor and creativity. I have told you a million times in an example of exaggeration. When someone says it was the easiest exam in the world, after failing the exam, the statement may be an example of irony. Flouting the maximum of quality often involves saying something obviously untrue to create another meaning. Which of the following is a form of non-observance of a maxim? ये सारे violation, flouting, infringing. A speaker violates a maxim when the speaker secretly breaks it to mislead the listener. Infringing a maxim may happen because of poor language ability or nervousness. When a speaker openly refuses to provide certain information, this is called opting out. "I cannot tell you who gave me this information" is an example of opting out. Suspension of a maxim mean a maxim is not normally expected to apply in a particular situation. One limitation of the cooperative principle is that people may lie, hide information, or change the subject. Grice theory may work differently across cultures. Which factor can affect the way people communicate besides Grice maxim? All of the above. Grice pragmatics can be applied to all of the above. In translation, Grice pragmatics help translators understand the intended and implied meaning. A modern research area for Grice pragmatic is digital communication and social media. The main purpose of studying Grice pragmatic is to understand the difference between what is said and what is meant. So, student, that was our lecture on MCQs of pragmatics, and the unit number which we discussed is Unit 4, Gricean Pragmatics, Cooperation, Maxims, and Implicatures. Thank you very much.